What if I told you that Claude can now write code, design motion graphics, and ship a fully edited video with an AI avatar, all in one automated workflow? Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to do this step by step, because this is one of the most powerful combinations I've seen in AI video production so far. We're talking about Claude working alongside HeyGen to produce complete videos without you touching a single editing timeline. Stick around until the end because I'll show you the fully automated version that chains everything together into one single prompt. Let's start with the motion graphics side of this because that's where everything begins. Claude now has a design capability that lets you prompt it to generate actual animated assets. And the trick that makes this whole workflow possible is one simple instruction you need to give it. Use a green screen background. That's the key that unlocks everything. When you tell Claude to build your motion graphics on a green background, you're essentially giving yourself a transparent layer you can drop into any editing software later. So when I built my lower thirds title card and intro assets, I told Claude to animate everything in and out, include a bullet list of topics, and finish with a wipe transition before the green screen ends. Claude handled all of that and packaged it into a single playable video file. You just hit export, download the project as a zip, and now you've got your asset ready to go. Here's where it gets interesting. Once you have that zip file, you take it into Claude Code. Claude Code is the agent-based version of Claude that can actually write and execute code on your behalf. You drag that zip file in, then you're going to bring in something called Hyperframes, a tool from HeyGen built specifically for rendering HTML-based video compositions. It's designed for agents, which means Claude can interface with it directly. You copy the Hyperframes repository, paste it into Claude Code, and tell Claude to open the project in Hyperframes format. Claude writes the code, renders the composition, and gives you a preview link you can actually click and watch. From there, you hit render, export, and you've got a downloadable video file of your motion graphics. Now let me show you how this looks in an editing context. If you're using Adobe Premiere, this is genuinely simple. You bring in your main footage, drop the motion graphics file in on a separate track above it, scale it to fit if needed, and then apply the Ultra Key effect. This is Premiere's green screen removal tool. You use it to sample the green color, and just like that, the background disappears, and your animated titles are floating right on top of your footage. That's it. No rotoscoping, no masking, no manual work. Claude designed the assets, rendered them, and you removed the background in about 30 seconds. But that's only half the story. What if you didn't want to open an editing program at all? What if the entire video, from script to avatar to finished file, could be generated through one conversation with Claude Code? That's exactly what HeyGen for Agents makes possible. HeyGen just released an agent-compatible version of their platform, which means your AI agent can now tap into HeyGen's API to build an avatar video, write a script, and deliver a finished product end-to-end. Here's how you set it up. First, you need a HeyGen account, and you need to create an avatar. HeyGen has a straightforward avatar creation process, and once you've done it, you'll get an avatar ID associated with your specific look. You'll also need a voice ID, which corresponds to the voice profile you want the avatar to use. Head over to HeyGen's developer dashboard to generate a fresh API key, copy it, and bring it back into Claude Code, where you'll store it as a local environment variable called something like HeyGen_API. Save that change, and Claude will be able to authenticate with HeyGen automatically from that point on. Now pull in the HeyGen skills repository. This is a set of pre-built capabilities that tells Claude exactly how to interact with the HeyGen API. Paste that repo into Claude Code alongside your Hyperframes link and your motion graphics zip file from earlier, and then write your master prompt. Here's roughly what mine looked like. I told Claude to research the AI news for today, generate a 1-minute script based on that research, add my lower thirds overlay from the zip file, remove the green screen, use Hyperframes for any editing steps needed, and then render, download, and open the final video for my review. That's one prompt. Claude goes off, does every single one of those steps autonomously, and delivers you a finished video file. The results are genuinely impressive. The script it wrote felt natural, not robotic. It actually pulled real recent news, including things like a frontier model being quietly tested and major AI infrastructure milestones hitting significant numbers. The pacing was conversational, the avatar had natural hand movements, and it jumped between topics cleanly without long, awkward pauses. Is it perfect? Not quite yet. The avatar can look slightly synthetic depending on which version you render, and using your source avatar directly tends to produce better results than letting it regenerate you in a new environment. But compare this to where AI avatar technology was even 12 months ago, and the improvement is dramatic. Think about what this workflow actually replaces. You've got Claude researching the topic, writing the script, designing the motion graphics, removing the green screen, rendering the composition through Hyperframes, generating the avatar performance through HeyGen, and delivering a downloadable file. The only thing you're really doing is writing a well-structured prompt and adding your API keys. For news-style content, product explainers, weekly updates, or any repeatable video format, this is a genuinely viable production pipeline right now. The combination of Claude's design and code capabilities with HeyGen's avatar and agent infrastructure creates something that didn't really exist cleanly before this: automated video production that's actually watchable. As these tools improve and the avatar quality keeps climbing, the gap between AI-generated and human-produced video is going to keep closing fast. And that's how you can go from a single prompt to a fully produced AI video. No timeline, no manual editing, just pure automation. Get your HeyGen API key set up, get comfortable with Claude Code, and start with a simple motion graphics project before going all in on the full automation pipeline. If you want to keep leveling up your workflow, I've put together a full playlist on screen right now with the best AI tools for creators, from video generation to automation and beyond. Click that playlist and watch through it. You'll discover tools that can completely transform how you create content. I'll see you in the next one.